Hello! In this video, we are going to go over matings, births, and weanings through the Climb software. To do this, I'll be utilizing my Animals facet, Matings facet, and Births facet. Within the Matings facet, we can click on Details to see information on a mating in the system. Here, we've got info on our housing and mating IDs, as well as additional metadata, including the line, the date that this mating pair was situated, the type of mating, and so on. Under Animals, we have information on the sires and dams. Climb records birth information for each mating, and that information is seen here. So we have detailed records on all litters that have been born to this mating. At the bottom of our mating info, we have our breeding efficiency chart, which is going to give us a detailed count of the number of live-born and stillborn pups in a litter. Over time, this breeding efficiency chart can be used to determine whether a mating is viable or if we should consider retiring it. To create a new mating, we click on the green plus sign within the Matings facet. Note that the housing and mating IDs are grayed out. These will be assigned automatically by the system when we save. We need to designate a line for our mating, and we can add the additional metadata as desired. To assign animals to the mating, we select them from our Animals facet, and we can drag and drop them into this section. We can also copy and paste animals. Climb will automatically sort the animals based on sex. So here we have 1 sire and 2 dams. Now, if we save this record, the housing and mating IDs are generated. When we have a birth, this can be recorded through the Births facet. To add a new birth, we again click on the green plus sign within the Birthing facet. Like our mating ID, the birth ID will be generated automatically by the system when we save the birth information. If we begin typing in our mating ID in this field and select the appropriate mating ID, housing ID and the mating details will populate automatically. Here, we choose the parents for the litter, and Climb populates with a birth date and a wean date, based on the species of animal that we are weaning. If we update our birth date and recalculate, Climb will tell us what our new wean date is for these animals. Then we can include our live-born, stillborn, and dead counts in order to update our breeding efficiency chart within the Matings facet. Additionally, Climb will let us foster animals, and we can notate that here, along with the foster house ID. We'll save this record, and then we now have our new birth ID. When we're ready to wean the animals, we will enter into the birth record, come to this animal section, and we can add our animals here. If we save this again, Climb will generate a new ID and animal name for each of these 4 pups. To wean them, we will select the 4 animals, and we can decide to wean them into a new housing unit or an existing housing unit. Once these animals have been weaned, they are grayed out and no longer selectable in this animal section. And if we scroll down to our wean housing, we'll now see a new housing unit for these 4 animals. If we save one more time, Climb will generate our new housing ID for these weaned pups. If you have any questions about matings, births, or weanings in Climb, please reach out to us via support@rockstepsolutions.com or by clicking on the support button at the bottom of your Climb page and sending us a message through here.